scale, like small scale world PvP. It's fun as fuck, man. I could do it all day. I did it all day. I got 283 fucking HKs, dude. Like 1/3 of that was solo. And I like that a lot. It's fun as fuck, man. It really is. You see on PvP? Yeah, for sure, man. That's it. Punk rap video. I'll watch the punk rap video after this, okay? And if people want to see Dark Souls 2, if enough people want to see it, maybe we could do a little bit more Dark Souls 2. Now, what did you guys think about Dark Souls 2? I don't know. I mean, like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. There were a few, like, complaints I had about it, but, like, you know, that's like, I mean, I have complaints about everything, so, like, I don't really take that too seriously, you know what I mean? And, yeah, that's basically it. You did great. I think I did, too. Like, I mean, the odds are, like, I would say that I completed everything, and, you know, like, at the end there, I feel like if I play again today, I want to take a different approach. I want to go somewhere different. Because what I did is I basically went out of my fucking way to go and, like, deal with a bunch of these other guys. Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. Okay, there we go. Did I grow those guys' minds? No, it didn't. I'm getting better at doing this. You know, it's only been 15 years, but somehow I'm still improving at it. Got some nice bosses coming up. Well, I like fighting bosses. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I like the trash mobs. That's like, I look at it like a raid, man. Like, I do the trash mobs. What the fuck is that gonna drop? Like, I'm not gonna get fucking anything with trash mobs. What the fuck is this? Like, I want to get to the bosses, dude. I want to fight. Like, the bosses are fucking easy, man. Like, there's this there's a fat ass, right? There's this, like, fucking, like, Slender Man fucking long neck motherfucker that did, like, 2 abilities. And then he went the other. You know, that's basically it. And then occasionally he'd jump away and he'd stomp on the ground. What a joke of a boss. Like, I mean, really, what a joke of a fucking boss. How easy that was. And beyond that, like, let me think, what else? Oh, right, I fought this fat guy. And I swear to God, these bosses are easier than the goddamn trash mobs. It's insane, man. World PvP is more fun off stream. Can't you record it and upload it later? Maybe. I mean, maybe that's the play. You know, maybe just recording and uploading World PvP clips is the play. I feel like I have some pretty good clips, and if I had the opportunity to just, like, fucking post those up on YouTube or something, that could be good. I could just put them up on a second channel or something like that. Put some Disturbed in the background, and you know, just pop the fuck off, dude. Same Dark Souls 2. I don't think you suck at video games anymore. Well, I played Dark Souls 1 and 3, and I also played a little bit of Sekiro and Bloodborne. So, I mean, this isn't exactly my first rodeo either. So, of course, I'm going to be decent at a game that I played, like, you know, dozens of other or not dozens, but, like, you know, a handful of other iterations of. But, like, in general, right, I do think that I suck at video games. I'm going to be completely fucking honest. Like, the thing is, I think that I suck at video games more on stream than off stream. But, you know, I'm also just going to suck in general. Oh, no. Okay, no, we're fine. Never mind, I was so worried there for a second. I thought that we were going to aggro that, man. Dark Souls 2 is annoying as fuck. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure yet. No retail again? Sometimes I like playing retail, sometimes I don't, guys. Like, sometimes, like, the thing is, like, here's basically what happens. Here's how I usually choose the stream game from the next day, right? Is I'll play off stream, right? Because, I mean, all I do is play video games all day, right? And so I'll play off stream. And I'll be like, you know what? I had a lot of fun playing this game last night. I'll play it on stream. That's basically how I make decisions. You know what I mean? Do what you want. You'll succeed either way. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, like, that's really what matters, right? Is I want to do what I enjoy. It's really what matters the most, man. Watch Classic Phase 2 Leveling by Vidrox. It's pretty funny. Classic Phase 2 Leveling by Vidrox. It's funny for me to hear that, right? That idea. The video suggestion, because everybody knows what it's gonna be. It's still gonna be funny, right? But everybody knows what the video is gonna be, and it's just gonna be funny, dude. It is, as long as you enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, sure. It's all right. I like just getting on and playing the game, man. I think that's really kind of what I enjoy the most is like doing react streams and like kind of meta, like just chatting streams. Like that stuff is fun, you know, it is fun. But I don't know really what I enjoy the most. It's hard really for me to say, man. After playing the second game, what's your favorite? I don't know, honestly. I would say probably Dark Souls 1 is my favorite still. That's it. Did you see Punkrat's video about you? No, 12 people have told me about the Punkrat video about me, okay? I will look at the punk. God, why you aggro him? I will look at the punk rap video after I finish this. Okay, guys. Does that seem to make sense? When will next Ramos be playable? Yeah, probably like next year. Like, I think that they're going to increase the. See, like, actually, I don't know. See, the problem with Molten Core, right? And this is something that that the other phases don't really have a problem with, is that with BWL, for example, you to some degree need gear from Molten Core. Well, you don't really need gear, but like most people will need gear from Molten Core to do BWL. And then that will be increasingly more the case as soon as AQ40 comes out, for example. So because there are so many people that are actually really shitty and not very good at clearing Molten Core, and like BWL is a pretty easy raid, but for a lot of people, they're going to have trouble with it. Like they're actually going to have trouble with BWL. I know that might be surprising and scary for a lot of you guys, and trust me, it is for me too. But that's the case. So a lot of these people do still have trouble with the raids, and because they're still having trouble with it, scary? Yeah, I mean, what do you mean scary? Like, you have somebody that can't figure out how to do Living Bomb, and then you gotta realize that person votes. Yeah, bro, like, that's scary. Like, what do you mean? That's 100% fucking scary. Like, come on, man. That's terrifying. Dark Souls 1 is good. Dark Souls 2 has too many good items. The variety is insane. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I guess I'll find out soon. But anyway, so the point I'm making, right, is that, you know, like, whenever BWL comes out, BWL is effectively only content for people that have cleared Molten Core and are high-end raiders. So if you're not clearing Molten Core and you're not a high-end raider, BWL really doesn't affect you. Like, there's nothing that happens with BWL being released, except for maybe the level 60s might kill you in 3 seconds instead of 4, right? Because they have slightly better gear. Other than that, like, that doesn't really affect the you know, the players in a lot of ways. If you find more Estus Flasks, you're gonna enjoy Dark Souls 2 a lot more. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't really like the idea of, like, you know, getting punished for making mistakes. Like, I like to kind of just play the game kind of sloppily. I'm kind of a sloppy player in general. So I like to be able to, you know, reward that a little bit, if that makes sense, dude. And AQ40 is going to make Classic really fun again. People will struggle with it. Well, I don't know about people struggling really with AQ40. I mean, the thing is that a lot of the AQ40, I feel like AQ40 probably more guilds are going to struggle with AQ40 than Nax. And I know that might sound odd, but the reason why I say that is because a lot of people probably played 80 Nax, so they have like an idea of what the mechanics are. But with AQ40, like, everything's going to be a completely new deal. So they're not going to have experience like doing, you know, interrupts on Skiramads, or doing, you know, like a kill order for the bug trio, and, you know, oh, there's like a heroic mode for the bug trio, etc. Right? You know what I mean? That's basically it. Ring that reduces howling punishment. Yeah, I might try that. I'm not really sure yet. I don't know, man. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna kill this guy. Dark Souls 2 has most bosses of all the games. Let me see here. Keep going, my man. You'll not be disappointed. Well, thank you, man. You're right. Why is there so even death and wild? Just be immortal, no punishment for mistakes. Well, the thing is, like, I actually I don't like punishments on death, because I think that it discourages people taking risks and trying things that are new. Because I think that if you're playing a game, it encourages boring playstyles, in my opinion. So if I'm playing a game on like a hardcore mode, I want to play the game in the safest way possible. And the issue is that, like, whenever you're playing in the safest way possible, that's not necessarily the most fun. And so, like, a lot of times it makes you not really want to try new things or play the game in more innovative or unique ways, or try different strategies and bosses or whatever, because you're so worried about being punished for dying. So I feel like just in a lot of ways it makes the games less fun for me, because I always like to try and do new things. That's at least the way that I look at it, right? And yeah, we're going to solve this problem. Well, I don't know if it solves a problem. I think it just lowers it. That's about it, man. Dark Souls 2 has hidden mechanics that allow you to learn from the outside and enjoy it, like ADP or power stances. Yeah, I don't know what the hell power stances are or anything, man. Like, I didn't really want to go into the game, right? I didn't want to go into the game and, like, start looking up a bunch of stuff, etc. So, it's just not really my thing, man. Didn't you say you're on Classic till PGs? I did. Like, the thing is, like, I have a love-hate relationship with Classic. Like, I do. And like, I enjoy the game a lot. It's just that there are like some things about like doing it on stream that, you know, make it annoying. And also, like, other than that, like, I thought about maybe playing it with a delay or something like that. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the game. Like, again, like, I hate the game, I love the game, I love to hate the game, and I hate to love the game. That's basically the way that it is. I think that almost every single person that plays Classic WoW probably feels the same. That's really just the way that it goes, man. And that's the way that I see it, at least. Power stance, attributes, to resistances, I don't know, man. But I try not to, I try not to look up too much of it, you know, because I want to try to figure it out all myself, you know what I mean? It's the goddamn game you hate, though. It's parts of the Classic community, but you love the game. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that, like, really, I guess to me, I'm always, like, I don't really consider myself, like, much of a contrarian, but whenever I see people saying something that I, like, disagree with, right, I'm very, very vocal about it, if that makes sense. So whenever I go and I see somebody saying, like, oh, well, you know, this is infinite content or that's infinite content, I'm like, wait a minute, dude. What about this or what about that? And so I think that because of that, people might have the wrong idea. That's basically it, man. Remember those big, what's it called? That's when I'm joining the military on Monday and I shaved my head today. It sucks. Just just fucking do it. Listen, man, like, Ninja's set for life. He's a fucking multi-millionaire and you're sitting in chat making fun of his fucking viewer numbers. Like, I mean, it's kind of sad, don't you think? Like, I mean, don't... Like... I know that, like, you know, kids might not get this, but, like, Ninja's fine having 4K viewers. If he had 4 viewers, he'd be alright. Now, he'd be better if he still had 200,000, like he was getting back in, you know, in the hype days, but that was not going to last. Everybody knows it's going to last. Let's be real, man. Do it different this year. I mean, 2 charities getting 100% of the money until they reach $3 million. I don't know. I'll look at Az's video for a second, but if it's like a 15-minute thing, I don't really want to get into it too much, you know what I mean? I'll take a look at it real quick after this boss, okay? And then we'll go from there, alright? Look at Blizzard Store right now, and they have a thing and it's capped. I'll take a look at it in a bit, man. Used to be unheard of. Well, the thing is, like, obviously people, like, yeah, the viewer number expectations have gone up over time. I think people are... It's kind of weird to me because it seems like nowadays, it seems like the viewers are more obsessed with, like view count numbers than the streamers aren't. Like, I mean, I would be honest, like, that most of the reasons, like, if I ever have, like, a day where I have a low view count, the one thing that I don't like about it is I have 1 million people coming in here to tell me about it, right? It's like if I could just stream the fucking game and, like, yeah, okay, it didn't go as well today. Like, that's the way it goes. You know, there's 1 million reasons for that. But, like, I got 100... Shit! I got 100 people coming in there and telling me that. And it's bad, you know what I mean? Low view count equals dead stream. Well, I think it's because, like, a lot of the people that are, like, hype kids, you know? And so if they see a stream that's not doing well, they're like, oh, well, I don't want to be part of, you know, a loser stream. And then they stop watching, right? And so it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's weird, man. It really is. I don't know really what to say about it. And then also, like, I think it gives a lot of, it gives a lot of kind of, it gives a lot of ammunition for people that want to kind of inject their own, like, personal agendas into it, you know? Because, like, if somebody gets, like, lower view count and it's like, you know, that something happens to them, right? Everybody assumes it's because of that one thing, right? And, like, they don't look at, like, the other organic variables. And it's, you know, it's kind of weird, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like streaming culture has kind of gotten to a point where it's not, I don't know, man. Like, am I the only person that feels this way? Or you guys see where I'm coming from here? I'm actually curious. What do you guys think? Yeah, what is this? People like to see things that they like or popular in general. Yeah, I know that, man. Twitch could hide view count like Instagram has done. Maybe just show thousands or something like that. I don't know about that. I don't know really what the solution is, honestly. I have no idea. Would you switch to streaming culture is weird? Yeah, it kind of is. Like, I like streaming and everything, but there's like a subset of the streaming culture community that's really, it makes me a little uncomfortable, man. I'll be honest. It does. What's a high view count for you? I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing, right? I mean, like, If I'm doing a new release, then, you know, it'd be like 30,000 viewers. I'm not. Like 20,000 is fine with me. Like, that's always been like my benchmark that I've tried to reach, you know, and if I get that, I'm happy, you know, that's all there is to it. Sure, people saying they're part of the stream instead of an audience member watching an entertainer, like, gives a shit on people watching. Well, I think people develop like these like social relationships with like streamers and everything. It's I don't know, it's like I like to think viewers are like, you know, like I'd be friends with a lot of my viewers, right? But I think there's also like a healthy dose of like, you know, separation that should happen too. I don't know. I think that with a lot of it, it's just probably kids. Like so many of these examples, right? I think they're mostly just kids, and it's they don't really understand like the social dynamics, etc. It's like I'm sure that there are kids that go on to you know, like girl streams and try to like hit on girl streamers to like practice their game for like whenever they go to fucking middle school. You know what I mean? I think that's probably pretty common, actually. Let's be honest, real fans don't care what you count. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't like doing the real fans versus not real fans things, but I see what you're saying. Thank you. Okay, I feel bad. I almost reflexively always need on those corruptor scourge stones, but I shouldn't be doing that. Did you watch Wreckful Stream Therapy? It made me tear up. It was nice to watch. No, I didn't watch that. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of that kind of stuff, like, I don't know. It's like, I've never been to, like, therapy. I've never really thought about going to therapy, etc. I guess, like, to me, like, I have problems. Like, everybody has problems, you know? But I prefer to solve my problems by myself, you know? Like, if I feel bad, if I have a bad day, I don't want to talk to a single goddamn fucking soul. Like, I want to sit there in my goddamn room. I want to listen to music really loud, and I want to play video games. That's it. I don't want to... I don't want to fucking do anything else besides that. That's it. I've never been a person to, like, really need support groups or anything like that. I just like being my own guy doing my own thing, man. That's all there is to it. Any regards? We got any thoughts doing a PoE stream? I don't know yet. We'll see. It's stand-up comedy. It can be interaction whenever the comedian wants it to be. But when an audience member thinks that they're entitled to interactivity, the comedian ridicules them into submission. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's really funny to see, like, there's plenty of, you know, videos of drunk assholes going to comedy shows and then somehow halfway through the show getting this idea in their head that the comedian is actually having a conversation with them, and then they start talking to the fucking comedian. It's pretty funny, but it's also kind of sad. It is. So same thing as if you're happy. Yeah, basically, exactly. I like watching stream because I like your character. Yeah, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Needing therapy is different than just going for the sake of making it easier. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, I think Wreckful is the, Wreckful's got to be the best judge of, like, whether something's good for his, like, well-being or not, right? It's like, for me, personally, I wouldn't want to talk about my issues in front of a bunch of people. But for Wreckful, maybe it's different because he's streamed for so long and he's actually more comfortable that way. So it's hard, really, for me to say. I don't know. Everything about making more PP content for YouTube. Maybe, like, I don't know if I really want to do, like, anything on YouTube. It depends, man. I have no idea, man. Did I make a little income off YouTube before streaming? Yeah, I mean, I did. It wasn't, like, YouTube money. So, like, the amount of money I made from YouTube was not really that good. Like, it really wasn't. Like, I mean, compared to, like, the amount of money you can make off of Twitch. If you have a... So, if somebody's getting, like, let me think of, like, a way to put it, right? If you're getting 1,000 viewers, you're making more money than I think, like, actually, I'll just say, like, I was making, like, probably, like, $2,000 or $3,000 a month on YouTube. Back whenever I was making videos regularly, right? And so, yeah, that's about as much money as I made then. Yeah, dog shit, that's pretty bad. Like, it is. I mean, I made videos every single day, and, you know, like, the videos got a pretty good amount of views, too. And, I still didn't really make that much money. And so, yeah, it kind of sucked. Have you seen Punkrat's new video? I'll take a look at Punkrat's new video after this, okay, man? And then we'll go from there. Do you think people can make a living from WoW tutorials now? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe now because they have, like, there's a lot of, like, sponsorship stuff that people can do now that I didn't really have access to back then, which makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, back in the day, like, it was actually pretty damn hard to be able to get people to watch videos everything like that. And now I think that it's even worse because like people don't really give a shit about like being good at WoW. Like they care about like meta videos and memes. Like they don't like. I always made my videos as like guides on like, okay, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. I want to listen to this song right now. I don't listen to that song right now. No, I don't listen to that song. No. No. Let's get a relaxing song on. Okay, this is a relaxing song. Alright, that's good enough. You play retail though. I mean, listen, I get it, guys. Everybody wants me to do something different. Like, it drives me crazy, I'm gonna be honest. Because I never know what to do to make people happy. That's why I don't like switching games or playing different games. Is because whenever I do that, you have like people that just get fucking mad because I'm not playing their game, not playing that game, right? It's too much, man. Just let me play what I'm playing, man. That's it. Okay, like just relax. I see 30k prize pool for this league in PoE. Well, hey, that's more money than Blizzard put in for the MDI, so I'd say that's pretty fucking impressive, man. You want to do a good fucking chat? Well, that's what I'm saying, right? I mean, that's all there is to it. Can I please everyone? Well, I can't please everyone. I mean, that's all there is to it, man. Cheers, McConnell on Classics is surreal. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's a little bit much, man. It's not from grinding your games, it's from a player's Zran. Oh, really? Wow. That's actually really fucking impressive if that's the case. I guess he's getting it sponsored? I would assume so. That's really fucking cool. That's great. I love guides. Still 300,000 people buying the pet. Oh, right, about the fucking pet. So, it's like if Blizzard wants to go and put like a cap on a charity pet, it's like, you can say that, oh, they're just a company and they're trying to make money, whenever they're doing it for something like the MDI prize pool, because nobody really gives a shit about WoW esports. But whenever you're talking about kids with cancer, then, you know, like the obvious business marketing strategies that are deceptive, that allow people to spend extra money and, you know, do this kind of stuff, it becomes less acceptable, right, and less understandable. So I do think Blizzard's probably making a mistake by that.